All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Peterson gets emotional and starts crying. Right. So before I start watching this video, here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. Right. Everyone is a hypocrite. Right. The people who are making fun of Jordan Peterson crying are hypocrites. Right. And Jordan Peterson is a hypocrite. Right. I will explain everything. Let's just watch the clip first. Okay.
I've got to wrap it up. I don't want to, but I have to. I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these...
Incel community, the involuntary celibate community. I think you guys know. And Olivia Wilde is making a movie, apparently, on Jordan Peterson, like... in which he's like the villain of the incel. I don't. The culture wars are weird, man.
Weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways. Is that you? Are you the intellectual hero to these people?
Sure. Why not?
Yup. Own up to it if you are.
You know, people have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. You know, what a terrible thing to do that is.
Okay. He's actually tearing up.
I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making it
God.
emotional. Talk about that.
Well, God, you know. It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, like, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like, they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
When she said that, Olivia Wilde, it stung you, didn't it? I saw the
reaction.
By
that time, you know, that as far as critiques go.
All right. You guys get the point, right? Okay. So here's the thing. I went on Twitter, right? Twitter, the cesspool that it is, okay? And on Twitter, everyone, right, like I would say majority of the left-leaning people, they're like, you know, oh, boo-hoo, he's crying, and making fun of him for crying and stuff. And I was thinking, you know, isn't that what the whole left-leaning thing is? You know, men should be allowed to cry and all that stuff. And then when you see that, you know, people making fun of that, that's like, why? Like, you know, that's a very hypocritical move, you know, making fun of that. But at the same time, you know, these tears that I see from Jordan Peterson, right, and why I think Jordan Peterson is a hypocrite as well, right? Oh my God, right? It's kind of weird how his empathy is sort of like, you know, just channeled towards just these, you know, disinfected men and stuff. Okay. What if, you know, you replace all of that, you know, with transgender people? Will he have the same reaction of him just crying? So many transgender people are marginalized, right? You know, they are like, you know, all that. No, right? So it's just that, you know, all of them are hypocrites, right? Every single person. Okay, I do feel that Jordan Peterson,
that was kind of low level. I mean, once I got painted as Red Skull, you know, magical super Nazi, that was kind of the end of the insults. There's no place past that. So when Olivia Wilde made those comments, the first thing I did was go look at the preview for her movie, which I quite liked. I thought I would go see that movie probably, and perhaps I will. It didn't really bother me. My family and I talked about it right away.
I used to be super into Jordan Peterson as well, right? I liked the message of, like, because I knew the surface level Jordan Peterson, right? The intellectual debates about, capitalism and socialism and stuff, when he had like a debate with Slavoj Žižek and stuff, right? I was like really into it, right? And his message of taking personal responsibility, picking yourself up from the bootstraps and stuff, right? I think this message should have been not just for, the way that message was channeled was, like, I'm just talking to men, all right? Women, I'm not talking about your personal responsibility. Like, it's not for everyone. Okay. Well, it came off like, very channeled empathy. Okay. So yeah, I just stopped, fucking being into that sphere and stuff. But then you see this, like, after like a long while,
and we were able to respond to it with some degree of humor, which then people completely misunderstood. I said I hope that, that if I had to be played by someone, I think Chris Wilde, is that he's a very good-looking man, and so that seems all right, And then I said something like, I hope he gets my fashion style choice right when he plays me, and it was a joke. All that was a joke.
I mean, you've been so controlled today.
Hassan is going to go on this show. All right.
And yet, in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's
Why?
really something to see.
Oh my God. Look at how, oh my God.
Why?
Holy shit.
It's really something to see.
It's very serious though.
Constantly.
He doesn't, right, okay, so here's the thing. He doesn't want to be painted as this person. I feel like he wants to be painted as this person who is, teaching people about responsibility and all that stuff, okay? But yet, there's a lot of conflict and stuff, okay? When he says stuff, okay, for example, why he got banned on Twitter was, the whole, like, if you have that much empathy for people in general, then why not the transgender community? That's just, yeah.
How many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word?
True. That is true. Right? And it has to be said that it's people, all right? Lack of an encouraging word to a transgender, lack of an encouraging word to a woman, lack of an encouraging word to a man, right? It's all the same thing, right? But when it's like just specifically targeted towards, like only men are facing this thing, right? You took away our video games by giving us, there are black protagonists in a video game. No, that's just weird.
And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. Give credit where credit is due. And to say,
oh my God, they put a close-up of him.
You're a net force for good if you want to be.
Do you believe you're a net force for good?
Net?
Oh my God, he's
Yes.
like...
In all the details? Probably not. No one's perfect. So people make their mistakes as they stumble uphill.
Jordan, it's been a fascinating interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've got this new box set out.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Jordan B. Peterson, 24 Rules for Life.
Wait, what? Did 24 rules of life now? What the fuck did he? Is that like what? Hey, I left Peterson and he started crying and made 24 rules. Take me back, Peterson. Take me back.
And Beyond Order. Fascinating books. They've sold how many millions now?
Well, 12 Rules sold 7, and I think Beyond Order is approaching 1 million now. So yeah, they're doing just fine.
Did you ever think you'd sell that?
Bro, Jordan sells a statue of his own head. Either he's fake tears or maybe that's not. I don't think that's fake tears. I don't think that's fake tears. Yeah, I don't think that's fake tears. I would never say that that's fake tears. Because believe all men. Wait, sorry. Believe all men. No, I don't think that's fake tears. Yeah, I think he's going through these, emotions and stuff. Okay, and initially, because when we saw the initial Jordan Peterson, he wasn't entirely right leaning, right? You could see glimpses of him, like trying to be in the center and stuff. Okay. And then now when he gets painted as like a incel king lord, right? Then it's just
number of books.
I never thought any of this would happen, so yeah, I knew when I was teaching at Harvard and at the University of Toronto that some of the things I was teaching were revolutionary. I was surprised that I got away with it, let's say, as long as I did. And so there's a way in which it doesn't surprise me. And I wouldn't say that's because of the brilliance of my ideas. It's because...
You know what, boys? Whatever works, right? Just don't be like an incel or something, right? Don't shoot up schools, right? Don't hate black people, right? Don't just do you, right? Yeah, if Jordan Peterson works for you to achieve these goals, right, then go ahead. But when you get all fucking political and your life is just consumed by like the left leaning and the right leaning and the situations of the situations and stuff, then it just kind of gets weird.
I'm good at communicating ideas. But
those
the ideas that I've been developing, they're ancient ideas. They're the oldest ideas we have in some real sense. So they have a power.
Right, absolutely.
I don't feel like he is that good at communicating the ideas. Right? Because when I see mostly is just like if you're very good at communicating ideas, right, then the masses, like a lot of people should not have like a like an ambiguity, or they shouldn't be against you like they are. Okay, I think it's more of just using big words. Big words and stuff. Okay, yeah.
Launched the Peterson Academy. Tell me about that quickly.
Yeah, well, I've been collecting, along with my daughter, great professors and educators from all around the world, and we're having them come to Miami to film 4 two-hour lectures on a variety of topics. President of Hillsdale College, Larry Arnn, just taped one for us on Churchill, which I thought was quite funny because, he's persona non grata. And so Arnn and Churchill, so that's quite funny. And we're hoping that we can determine how to provide people a very efficient and very low-cost alternative to a bachelor's degree. And we're working hard to make that accredited. I'd like to drive the cost of a bachelor's degree from its current $160,000 level.
Whoa! The cost of a bachelor's degree is $160,000? What?
To $4,000. And I think we can do it.
What? I got scholarship.
So that's the plan. We're going to launch in either early 2023, depending on how quickly we can get things aggregated. And I'm working with my son on an app called Essay.app. we took a document I wrote for my students that helped them learn how to write and edit. So, and edit.
Right. That's my verdict. Okay. Jordan Peterson, clearly that's not performative tears, right? I feel like he is very passionate or has a lot of empathy for just men, right? Not like people, or maybe he has, but as he says, he is very good at communicating ideas. This idea does not get communicated by him, right? The idea that gets communicated by him is like he is the king of the incels, right? Yeah. So that is my 2 cents, right? And that was the video of the day. Make sure to subscribe and ride upon the streaming falcon. Do it. Do it. Do it.